What you got for us today or what?
Man.
You ain't even told me what we gonna talk about.
Just vibrations, way.
Vibrations.
As stupid as that sounds, way. Fucking vibrations, bro.
Nah, hey, that's literally the fucking. That's everything. Everything vibrates.
Exactly.
Atoms vibrate. Everything's made out of atoms. So everything's vibrating. You know what I heard one time?
What you got?
If we could tune ourselves to vibrate, like say I could tune my hand to vibrate at the frequency of this table, I could go right through it.
Heard about that.
Have you heard about that?
Yeah. I've heard about that. The thing about that is mastering it. You know what I'm saying? Because in theory, right?
In theory,
it sounds right. Obviously, if we can match the frequency of the table, then we could just
go through it.
Be a ghost.
Walk through walls. You ever heard about like alien abductions?
Fuck, bro.
Boy,
I live off of alien.
They just be going through walls and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. They'll make their abductee go through. Fucking
yeah, you see, so they know how to make other objects vibrate. Man, they're smart, man.
But there's a safety form of fucking with vibrations, because what I'm gonna get into is what happens when you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Oh no shit.
Because as much as I believe, vibrations have a good effect, at the same time there's dangerous levels on it.
Oh
that,
yeah. Just like everything
that have caused people to die. Trial and error, and sometimes it costs a human's life.
Yeah, unfortunately, we gotta learn that way.
Unfortunately,
but nah, them aliens, they know shit, man.
Hey, man, bro, I could talk about alien abductions all day. I was looking into the Betty and Barney Hill. Today I was actually watching a new alien abductee whistleblower. Some guy who finally came out his stories saying some trippy ass shit, but it all cuts into what we're talking about. But all right, well, let me talk about what happens when people don't know what the fuck they're doing when they're fucking with high amounts of vibrations, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I'm interested to hear this.
All right. So the crazy story of John Hutchison's, bro. So in 1979, a guy named John Hutchison's, he would copy the work of Tesla. He got a hold of military surplus equipment, and he began messing with this equipment, but like I said, he wasn't aware of exactly of its potential. So he was fucking with this military surplus equipment, but at the same time, he was fucking with radio waves, static electricity, and static magnetic fields. And this is how he discovered the Hutchison Effect. So basically what happened was he was fucking with all this shit, and shit started flying, boiling, bending, infusing, and pulverizing in his room. So he's fucking with this shit.
Some type of weapon or what?
You could say it produces high amounts of not radiation, vibrations.
But just a vibrator.
Yeah, it's just a fucking massive ass vibrator. But so basically, not some crazy military equipment. Like, and there's videos and pictures of everything I'm gonna talk about. But basically, like, first he's just tuning the shit, like just moving,
fucking with it, seeing what it does.
Yeah, moving shit. Then he started realizing shit started flying away. So let's say that this fucking tajin. Damn, I wish that fucking camera would switch. Anyways, so let's say that this tajin is right here. Next thing you know, boom, that bitch just takes off to the roof. He's like, what the fuck? So he started fucking with it even more. And then, like, random shit, like, let's say this pin on the table, it would just randomly just pulverize. Like, just turn into... Like as if ashes,
man,
you know what I'm saying? Vibrations.
That's crazy.
Not only that, he started realizing, let's say you leave this pin on top of your phone and you direct that energy to this fucking area on your table, it will change the whole molecular structure of it and infuse the pin into the phone.
What?
So basically what's happening is like with this strong amount of vibration,
the atoms in it.
that he's fucking with the atoms and infusing things. And he didn't know what the fuck is going on. But when, you know, when all this shit started going on and he was talking to people for 10 years, American military and Boeing Aerospace took interest into what the fuck, you know, John Hutchinson's and the Hutchison's effect. And a lot of people said, okay, you're able to make shit levitate.
Mm-hmm.
How can you convince us? Because everything you're levitating is metal. What if you're just fucking with high magnetic?
Magnetic.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, he started fucking levitating brooms, shoes, glass, and even heavy shit, bro, down to a 60-pound bowling ball.
Well, you know, they say that's how they moved them big ass blocks in the pyramids.
The Pyramid of Giza, with some type of vibration. And the crazy thing was when he moved the bowling ball, because everybody was a skeptic, of course. To this day, they call him a fraud. But, you know, there's videos of all this shit where he levitated. What? Yeah, there's videos of brooms and shoes just taking off. And like, let's say he puts a piece of metal on the fucking table. He's able to send a signal to it and fucking pulverize it. Like it'll break in half, or it'll, like, half of it will just turn into ash.
That's some type of frequency right there,
but
man.
Look, the crazy thing about that is, so let's say you have a piece of metal that just got done pulverizing. You can just grab it and it's not hot. So it's not heat. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it's fucking with is, it's melting it, pulverizing crazy. It, but it's not burning the wood that it's on.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy ass shit. And there's videos on all this shit. But when he got to the bowling ball, because this was in his head, he was like, I mean, he's never done it, but, you know,
you're gonna try it out.
You're gonna try it out because it's heavier. You know, he wasn't sure, you know, trying to pick up, you know, a tajin versus a bowling ball. You know, that's a 60-pound difference. He was able to get that bitch to fucking levitate about a good 2 feet, and then boom, you know, that motherfucker would drop. And this motherfucker was like a, so, you know.
What kind of fucking?
He's just
where's
fucking,
this device at?
Oh man, let me get into all this shit. Hold on, let me.
Damn, what the hell? Nah, the vibrations are crazy, but like you said, that he can melt shit or whatever. Mm-hmm. Have you seen them rocks?
Yeah,
and
in Egypt.
Yeah, in Peru, or just all kinds of other places. But they fucking look melted, like they got melted in place, type shit.
Oh, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I have to pull up a picture.
No, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, there's some rocks where it looks like they were melted, folded, and crammed into a little crevice.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Man,
can that be achieved? Well, I'm sure it can be achieved through vibration, not heat. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. That's what I'm saying. That sounds like they could have used a similar device for some shit like that.
Hell yeah!
But boy, them rocks look crazy. They folded up crazy. Like a motherfucker.
Nah, I've seen them, but John Hutchison's had his own theory on this. And this is a crazy theory. I have to read this because this shit is very in-depth. John Hutchison's theory believed on a subatomic level there's a dimension switch activated by the electrical static and RF fields and Tesla waves that opened up a keyway that opens another time and space to activate the 0-point energy fields and was having other dimensional results. Dealing with chronotons and graviton particles. That's that. Yeah, that's some. I don't understand too much about that. Causing shit. A distortion, and was able to lift heavy objects, pulverize metal, and infuse anything, and never get hot. You could pick it up right after it was infused. He even has blocks of aluminum. Where in the center of it, is a piece of wood infused into that, and for you to do that, you have to like he said earlier,
Mess with them
completely
atoms.
fuck with the atoms now.
Uh-huh.
That
And
is
that's all
fucking-
through vibrations.
And that's all through vibration.
Yeah,
So
you know they say the atoms atoms are mainly just space. So
like a void? No, or what do you mean by
they're
space?
just empty.
Yeah, an empty space.
That
yeah.
means we're empty.
Yeah, I've heard about that shit too.
Man, but
Yeah.
I guess when he's messing with them vibrations, he's able to fucking.
Mhm.
That's what he's doing. He's messing with the atom on the atom on that
atom's
type of level. You know what I mean?
Whatever
Fucking-
he's doing, it's not on a scholastic level. He's on some deep
Yeah.
fucking.
Hey, that's a badass device. Who did you say built that? Tesla?
No,
Or what?
he got a hold of this stuff because this was military surplus equipment.
Oh, so it wasn't
He got
Tesla
a hold of
shit.
this shit.
I thought it was Tesla shit.
Nah, but he would work on Tesla shit. He mixed this shit with Tesla's work. So
Oh, okay.
he got the military surplus equipment and he also got Tesla's equipment. And he was combining them. He was able to lift a bowling ball with 75 watts. That's enough to power a light bulb. What the fuck?
Damn.
Like it's basically saying you don't need a lot of energy to move a lot. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? Thing is, how the fuck do you do it? Well, this guy had a fucking. He had an idea how to fucking do it. I don't know how, but IBM. You've heard of IBM? They're like a major tech, industrial company.
IBM.
IBM. They deal with motors and all kinds of crazy shit. Really, like, I can't even really categorize them. It's one of the biggest. They call conglomerate companies, like a big corporation, IBM. Anyways, he had to kick them out of his house because they would keep knocking on his shit.
What?
Hey, we just want to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, can you show me?
Yeah, show me. So he had to kick out IBM from his house several times, and several scientists that were offering him thousands of dollars just so they could show him, what the fuck he's doing because
Uh-huh.
rumors getting around, word of mouth.
Hey, something like that. Well, them top dogs are coming for that shit.
Yeah, and he actually let a scientist actually study him or study his equipment. He let a couple, but he wouldn't let too many people around his shit. And one of the things that trips me out that the scientist said was he flat ass out said, "This guy is reckless." Like, what I mean by reckless is he's smart. But he's not. How do I explain it? He's not on. He lacks intelligence in a certain area because his issue was he was just in there fucking with shit. Like he didn't really have a formula on how to do it.
Oh, the dude that was doing
John
all the
Hutchison.
John Hutchison.
So they're observing this guy and they'll tell him, all right, levitate this. He's like, all right, so he'll just go and just start moving shit, and they'll ask him,
like he had no.
yeah, like he wasn't taking notes, saying, okay, I need this dial at 10, I need this one at 30. Nah, he just sits there and fucks with shit.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah,
just start
he'll
pushing buttons
just
and shit.
pushing shit until it started flying.
He said it's gonna fucking do
It's
something.
gonna work. I just fucking with shit.
Let me see.
And that alarmed them. Does this guy know what the fuck he has? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He might have discovered how to make the shit levitate, but does he fucking really know what he's up against?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he needs to study it deeper and
Not just start pushing buttons and moving knobs. You know what I'm
You could
saying?
probably use that shit for just
So
better stuff, nigga. Instead of levitating bowling balls.
right?
Damn, put that shit to use somewhere.
Yeah, he was labeled as reckless by the scientists. He had no notes. He had nothing. It was puro a ver qué pasa, See what happens,
Let me see what this one does.
Hey, it'll fly. Hold on, give me this.
Hold up.
Tweak this.
Oh, there we go. There we
It's
go.
flying. How'd you do it? I don't know. I just fucking with shit.
Push that one right there.
Right, but then again, I think about it. What if that was an excuse for them to kind of watch him? But that is what this scientist said, and it's on record him saying this guy has no fucking idea what he's doing. He's reckless. He's gonna hurt somebody, or hurt himself. These motherfuckers infusing shit together, Anyways, bro.
Hey, nigga, that's some. Yeah, you got some
Yeah, he's
crazy
fucking
technology right there.
military surplus equipment.
What the hell? Who made that shit?
I don't fucking know, man. But I'll show you a picture of.
Yeah, I
of
wanna
all his
see
equipment.
that.
It's crazy shit, bro. Like he looks
I
like.
wonder what happened to it.
So right, look, let's get into that. His fucking neighbors started calling the cops on him because at the neighbor's house, shit started flying off the shelves.
Nah.
Their lights were fucking flickering.
There goes this nigga over there,
Fucking
man.
spoons were. This shit was just flying. He like this fool was fucking shit up down to his neighbor's crib. Imagine if that neighbor was religious. How, man, they be thinking the devil's in that shit. They're
yeah.
having a poltergeist and
Damn, hell yeah.
imagine if the neighbor was religious, way the fuck they'll have pastors in that shit. You know, El Diablo.
Yeah, hey, nah, for real, that's crazy.
Yeah, so his fucking neighbors ended up snitching him out because shit started happening down at their
Damn,
crib.
this motherfucker, man.
Again, the fucking TV
My
did a
TV,
360.
man.
The TV infused to the fucking dresser and
Hey,
shit.
turn that shit off already. Damn. I'd probably be over there like, what the fuck this
Hey,
nigga
wait, turn your
got?
fucking shit off, Vato.
Alright, let me borrow that shit.
You look in his house, there's a bowling ball just
He's just right there.
just like fucking
And you just shaking your head at this nigga like
this.
crazy mad scientist
damn.
ass.
What's that shit called? Giving a diamond to a child. Like giving
Yeah,
something
type
so
of
valuable
shit.
to a child, and to them, you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, they are basically.
Anyways, but sadly for his neighbors, you know, snitching him out about the lab, at that point, you know, he started to get stalked. When he would leave his house, he would come home and shit was missing. People
Oh,
were
no
breaking
shit.
in, you know what I'm saying? They were slowly taking away his equipment.
Fuck.
And he finally announced that he's going to be moving to London. And he went to London. This guy's from Canada. And before he went to London, you know, he told everybody, man, you know, I'm thinking about moving to London, you know. Well, the Canadian government took this as a threat. What, you know, what is he going to do with this technology over there? So he ended up, the fucking, they ended up coming to his house, raiding his shit, and stole all his equipment,
What?
everything he fucking had, through the Canadian Supreme Court. Like that's how fucking big that shit
Fucking
got.
bastards.
Down
They
to
always
the-
trying to take shit.
And again, maybe they should have with
Nah.
this guy. You know,
Yeah,
don't
he
know what the hell
was
he's
reckless as
doing.
hell.
Just reckless.
Fucking up the neighbor TV.
The neighbors, they
Nah,
what?
that
Why?
ain't even-
Why do they gotta go through
That ain't
shit?
even cool right there.
So the theme of this is vibrations. Entering magnetic fields, electromagnetic static fields.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck?
Nah, that is some interesting stuff when you start digging into it.
But what the fuck does vibration, bro? You recently got that 432 hertz.
Yeah, damn, I meant to bring that shit.
What's that shit called? I forgot what it's
A
called.
tuning
A
fork.
tuning fork. Ándale.
Hell yeah, ding.
Man, you ain't never saw they got like a little device where you can tune it from 0 to 100,000.
Yeah.
And you can just sit there. It's supposedly frequencies have different functions in a human.
Yeah.
So like, let's say you want to focus more. Let's say the tune is 532, and you can tune it to that and just keep it around you.
Yeah.
That's supposedly some in you know, in the military, they, to keep their soldiers focused, they had these vibrations around them.
Man, that's crazy.
You never thought about buying a device like that? Or?
Man, now I am.
It's just like 80 bucks.
Well, I bought that tuning fork, you know, just to fuck with it.
So
and,
how do you fuck with it?
you know, well, I just use it. It's supposed to be. It's tuned to 432
When you hit it.
Yeah.
But
and it's
after that, do you like wave it around you, or you
yeah,
just hit
well,
it?
I just
Hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
To
the
see, it's supposed
vibration.
to, you know, heal me, or to, like, if I'm mad or some shit, I try to hit
So
it and
when
see it
you
if
mad,
I.
you
Bing,
mad as fuck.
bing. Hey, calm me down. Nah, it's supposed
fucking-
to do shit like that, you know, like or I walk around my house with it, like down and up my hallway, and I put that tuning, that frequency all through my house. You know, that way my house is vibrating at a 432 hertz frequency. And it's supposed to be real good for you.
I can just imagine you're tightening a bolt and that whole snaps and you hit your finger on some frame, and then out of next just ding.
Yeah, nah, it calms you. That's what it's supposed to be for, you know.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, you can use it for a lot of stuff, and that's what I use it for, you know.
Vibrations are very interesting. I remember the other day we were talking about being, you know, even a millionaire's a vibration.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like let's say a poor person wins $1 million, they're gonna lose it quick because they weren't even tuned into the frequency to begin with.
You gotta tune yourself to that frequency, you know. Man, it's crazy.
But it gets in depth because not only is it tuning it in you, it's tuning it to your exterior. So
yeah,
let's say you have a poor person around you. You keep that motherfucker around, his vibration will lower yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to let a couple friends go because of that same fucking reason. You know, some people are just vibrating too fucking low and they drain your shit.
What are they called?
Energy vampires.
Energy vampires.
Taking all your shit. I
Suck
swear
all
to God,
your energy,
bro.
yeah.
And I saw this, bro, because I remember I would chill with some fool, and I realized every time I would chill with him, it's not like if he was, how can I explain it, like doing anything to make my life go bad. It's just me being around him. It's just like I was taking in some of his energy and taking that shit home.
Yeah.
You know, and I believe they call that chingue su madre. What's
energy transfers.
No, like, but there's a word for it. A empath, I think. That might not be the word, but there's a word where basically let's say you have a high vibration, right? And you go hang out with someone who has a low vibration. They're gonna vampire off of you till they have your energy and you have nothing. Yeah. And then they dip. You know what I'm saying? Like you got, and I've seen that, bro.
Energy transfer, my nigga. It happens with atoms too.
Yeah.
And you get low energy atoms and then some high ones. They transfer energy. I don't know. It's crazy. I was looking into that one time.
But a lot of it has to do, man. I've really been looking into what you were saying about that one book. I probably got that over here. It's that one book, Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habits.
Yeah, right. That's what it is. Atomic Habits.
So I haven't read it. I've read about, I want to say like 16 pages. But then my fucking, life hits me.
Yeah, Atomic Habits, nigga.
Atomic Habits.
You can use that on how you live your daily life. The shit you do daily, and boy, that's how you change your frequency.
But no, absolutely.
Just changing your habits, change your whole, your life, because, how can I put it, nigga? Just little habits that you do. Say you daily. Do, like you don't throw your clothes on the floor and shit after you take a shower or some shit. You put them in a basket. That's one move to being cleaner. Now after you brush your teeth or something, maybe you used to leave the water there. You just little habits that you change, and that changes you into that person
changes
now.
You on a atomic level.
On an atomic level.
And not only that, man.
Right? And then it starts affecting everything else, like in your daily life. It just because you're, what do they call that? The law of attraction. Yeah. You're starting to vibrate at this level. Now you're attracting other things that are vibrating at that high level. So that's why I say that being a millionaire is a frequency. You know, you got to learn how to vibrate like that. Being a millionaire it's a frequency. You got to be vibrating at a frequency.
It is, and the crazy thing about that book is the little amount I've already read is basically saying level up quick.
Level up.
If you really want to do something, you have to change, not like your whole human. Like there's a saying that says, if you wish to be at a better place, don't try to change your environment. Change yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't think, oh, I just need to move somewhere else and my life can be better.
Right.
Nah, you just need to be a whole different person. And man, the crazy part about that is I was also reading that you need to, I guess, well, what's the best way to put it? Like, you have to experience it at the same time. You got to get a taste of it. So let's say, man, it's going to sound corny as hell, but let's say, you know, a lot of the reason why some people can't even take in money is because they don't even know what the feeling is about it. Supposedly, I was reading that it's good to every now and then. Let's say you want to buy a cologne, go buy an expensive one. Don't just buy it online. Actually, go to the place. You know, look around you, absorb this place. You know what I'm saying, and actually go through the steps. And every time you do that, you're entering yourself into a new world that you've never been in. You know what I'm saying? Like, and supposedly doing shit like that, and you know, atomic habits. You know what I'm saying? Not just I'll do it tomorrow. Or I'll see what's up.
That shit you gotta change.
That shit elevates your fucking vibration.
It does, man. I've seen it. I've done it, and I can tell you what, that shit's real, fam. That's real. It's real, and you don't even know you're vibrating at a low energy until you level up. Then you're like, damn, you know, I didn't even think I was living like that or feeling like that.
Just that was part of life, huh? You're just like,
yeah,
just do it tomorrow. But now you just
now I
like
look
that.
back, I'm like, damn, you know, I ain't going back there.
Yeah, fuck all that.
It's crazy.
Well, shit. Let me get into the next thing that I was gonna say about fucking vibrations. So let's get into something that is kind of similar to the John Hutchison's effect. Have you ever heard about the Philadelphia experiment?
Nah, I ain't heard about that one.
So this is fucking same shit. The U.S. military was fucking with high amounts of vibrations, and they didn't know the dangers or nothing about it. They're just
brand new to them.
Let's just try it out. So the crazy story of the Philadelphia experiment started in October 28, 1943. This is when the U.S. and German World War II was going on, and America was getting their ass handed to them because they were fighting in the Atlantic Ocean. Like, you know, Germans and American boats were fighting each other in World War II.
Damn, out there in the ocean.
Out there in the fucking ocean, bro. The cold ocean.
That's crazy,
that's a
man.
cold ocean. And so the U.S. government was like, man, we need a new form of cloak. You know, cloaking. You know, we need something to hide us better than what we got already. And going back to fucking Tesla. Tesla had something to do with this this same
Hey, that man was smart,
invention.
man.
I didn't realize he died in like 1940 something.
Man,
Like not that long ago. Well, yeah, it's long, but not that long ago.
Shit, I damn near was about to cover him on this episode.
Really,
Yeah,
Tesla
yeah.
is something else. Where he in every crazy experiment he pops up.
You know, every now and then you get a smart man like that affects humanity with their intelligence.
And the crazy part is he was just ridiculed though. He was, as smart as he was, they labeled him bad. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't. He was a good bro. They asked Albert Einstein what is it, and this is a real quote.
Yeah, Albert Einstein is another example.
But look, they asked Albert Einstein what does it feel like to be a genius. He said, I don't know. Ask Tesla. Basically saying, if you want to talk to real genius, talk to him. You know, Tesla and Albert Einstein would get into it all the time.
What,
Because,
for real?
hell yeah, because Albert Einstein was about the theory of relativity. Tesla said that no, because if you're gonna say that, you know, that theory is correct, then you're 100% excluding ether, black matter, consciousness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Tesla was more on that spooky side, and Einstein was more on the logical, you know.
Yeah.
Side.
Tesla was like just open-minded.
Man, one day I'm gonna get into the argument about Tesla or Albert Einstein's theory of relativity and Tesla's debate on that.
Oh,
Tesla, man, like even me that I don't know about that shit. Reading what Tesla said, it completely disregards ether.
Ether, man, that's some.
It completely
Ether.
says ether, this invisible force of just field consciousness. It's like this invisible field
That's God.
yeah, that andale. Not only that, ether has a lot to do with how we're put together.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and
Man, it's hard to explain what that is.
man,
Remember I told you that one quote
yeah,
that Yeshua said one time. He said it's like explaining to a fish what water is. And I think that's almost what the ether would be to us. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, I completely, and man, I've wanted to look into ether. I even bought a book about it.
Yeah, I want to look into
But
that
I
shit
promise you, bro, I was reading this shit.
too. What?
You have to know elements on the periodic table.
Oh, no shit.
Like, you can't just be a fool. Like, I didn't realize ether used to be on the periodic table.
Really?
Yeah. They removed that shit. I can't remember what year. Ether, it's around us. You could even say it's another form of matter. But they disregard it. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
There's so much about ether way, but I promise you, when I was reading that shit, I was like, nah, I'm down here. You
It's
know
a little
what I'm saying?
crazy or what?
Nah, cause you gotta know chemistry, physics, just all these crazy
Before
shit.
you even get into ether.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What?
You can't just jump into that shit, cause you're tapping into some spooky shit. But anyway,
No
so
shit.
yeah. So basically, America was getting their ass handed to them, and the American military wanted a different form of cloak.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about Einstein and Tesla, they had their differences, but they would also work together.
Yeah.
So they were in the works of actually, invisibility. You know what I'm saying? Like achieving, invisibility. So Albert Einstein and Tesla were working on invisibility, and the U.S. military tested to see if it would work on the USS Eldridge, which is a boat, or one of their warships.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the problem with this is Tesla or Einstein did not create this device that was put on the USS Eldridge. This was built by somebody else because Tesla and Einstein wanted no part of that because they could not promise an outcome,
Really?
People might die, it might go good, but they're not sure. But in their case, they found someone with no morals. They're like, fuck it, let's do it.
Really?
Yeah, but with the work of Tesla and Albert Einstein, so basically what ended up happening was they had this, nobody on the boat knew. Yeah, well, no, they knew how to build it. They just didn't know what the outcome was.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just give it a shot with, lab rats as people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So on the USS Eldridge, on October 28th, they put this device on the ship.
Oh, it was just a device.
It's just a device, and no one in the crew knew what the fuck it was. They saw it, but they were unaware of what it was. And then out of nowhere, when they were told to flip the switch to activate it, and when they activated, a bluish greenish fog surrounded the ship, following a bright flash. fucking thing disappeared. It fucking disappeared. It reappeared 10 minutes back in time, 250 miles away in Virginia. It disappeared in Philadelphia. It reappeared 250 miles away 10 minutes before it actually disappeared. So there was two boats at one time. And this was confirmed by the USS Andrew Ferishith boat. They're like, hey, like they saw the boat in Virginia, and then it fucking when it popped up in Virginia, it did the same thing. It disappeared and came back.
What the fuck?
It's some crazy shit.
That's crazy.
So
I can't even figure out what the fuck I just heard.
So basically, what happened here was past, present, and future were all in effect.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be some type of cloaking device.
Yeah, but like they didn't know what the fuck they're doing. That's why Tesla and Albert Einstein wanted no part of it. Because
just try it, man. How the hell they built a damn time device?
That's a good question.
And from a damn cloak device.
They were just fucking with high amounts of vibration that they weren't.
They had no idea neither.
They had no idea.
So you telling me we could possibly achieve time jumping or whatever the hell?
Time jump, time leap.
Through fucking frequencies.
Yeah. But look, so each journey to Virginia caused it to travel 10 minutes back in time. But when it reappeared, they went to go inspect the boat because the boat was still intact. But man, what they saw was a horrific scene.
Nah,
this shit was not beautiful, bro. So crew members covered in burns, others screaming, others gone, some insane.
What the fuck?
But the worst part is that some crew members were embedded into the steel walls.
What?
So basically, let's say, like the John Hutchison effect, the molecular structure of the boat and the humans were
infused.
Yeah, so let's say when it reappeared, this guy was walking through the wall, and when it appeared, it just stayed solid.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it's crazy how this Philadelphia experiment matches a John Hutchison's effect.
Boy, that shit sounds fucking
like some
scary movie horror type shit right there. Imagine walking up seeing that shit.
Yeah, and the crazy part was this the military did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what the? And they don't talk about this shit. You gotta research this shit.
That shit was actually hidden for 50 years.
These motherfuckers were infused in the wall.
They were infused in the wall. So basically, let's say you're walking down and you just see a hand like this sticking up from the wall. The thing is, some people did live. You know what? Not everybody died. Some people survived that fucking crazy experiment or that experience. So the reason why, and when that happened, they closed the book on that and said, "Hey, don't talk about this shit." You know, who died. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But they got to keep that shit on the down low. But a couple years later, a whistleblower named Carl M. Allen sent a 50-page handwritten document to, at the time, the most famous ufologist. So people hit him up with their abduction stories and all that shit. Well, Carl M. Allen sent that guy a 50-page handwritten statement of the Philadelphia experiment and that he was a part of it. And he talked about his journey going from Philadelphia to Virginia, this 250-mile jump that set him back in time, and then forward in time, and then present in time. It is crazy.
That's some crazy shit right there.
So when he said, at this moment, I saw past, present, and future at the same time.
Like he was in the fourth dimension.
Right? Like if he fucking had some, like if he entered another dimension, he even mentioned that. It's like I entered another dimension. Well, basically, there's a fourth dimension, past, present, and future at the same time. Right? So the ufologist was surprised reading a 50-page fucking story you know, a 50-page handwritten story about this crazy experience that's not documented. That's, you know, like, who is this guy and where did he get this story? And they asked him, like, do you have any fucking evidence? Like, does anything, you know, in case he publishes it, it's at least a little bit credible.
Right.
He couldn't come up with nothing, which is, I guess, understandable, you know, if they kept it on the hush, you know. But one thing that tripped him out, so even throughout the years, they would keep message, or this Carl M. Allen would keep sending him, you know, letters, you know, explaining about the experience. It got to a point where he just started ignoring his ass. He's like,
really?
This guy's getting annoying. But 10 years later, the fucking CIA ended up, man, interrogating him. He was asked to meet at, I don't know if they took him or he went up to the CIA, but basically he was being investigated.
Which one? The one that was sending letters, or
the ufologist, the one that received this 50-page?
Yeah.
Because he ended up posting the story. So he ended up posting the story, but without credible evidence. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's like, fuck it, I'll just post it. You know, it'll fit good in the book. Or, yeah, in his book. But 10 years later, the fucking CIA told him, where did you get this information from? And
no shit.
He was like, brother, fucking 10 years ago, like, some guy is like...
crazy ass...
But he was surprised, like, why the fuck are they interrogating me on this shit? Mm-hmm. Like, he thought it was fake. Then the fucking, the CIA, like, really started, like, hammering his ass. Who gave you this information?
Damn.
And all these details. And he found that shit weird. He's like...
Hey, there's something behind this story.
You know, if the fucking CIA's on his ass, he's like, damn, okay, so they're fucking watching me or something. Or it happened, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's a fake story, of course they're not going to fucking...
Right.
So they took down the guy's name. Carl M. Allen. They took all the books off the shelves. Like, what? Like, why would they do that if it's not real? Mm-hmm. Anyways, same fucking story as always. Couple months down the road, he committed suicide.
No shit.
What?
Who, the ufologist?
The ufologist, the one who you know, not even the guy who sent him the letter. He was getting, what's it called, hammered on this shit. Like, where'd you get this info?
Fuck.
Who told you this? Who was the guy? He's like, I've never met the guy. He just sends me letters. Maybe Carl M. Allen isn't even a real name. You know what I'm saying?
Messing with him bad to where he wanted to commit suicide.
He committed suicide or they killed his ass.
Oh, yeah. They be doing that shit a lot, huh?
Yeah.
They fucking always call it a suicide.
Yeah.
Damn, I've heard that shit a bunch of times.
Yeah, man. Poor guy, man. And what? Like, there's a lot to it. Throughout the years, the commander who did the Philadelphia experiment confirmed it was real. And this was like in 2005, you know, and this shit happened in 1940 something. You know, like...
Damn, I wonder who pulled up on that scene, man.
Man, and not only that, slowly documents have even came out about the Philadelphia experiment,
really?
saying, like, governmental documents, you know. But one crazy thing about when we're talking about past, present, and future, Tesla actually had a very similar experience.
I've heard about that.
So let's talk about what happened to Tesla. So one day they saw him, I believe it was on 5th Avenue, where like in the hotel or in the apartment complex that he lived, they saw him, but he looked down and they asked him, like, hey, what's going on? He said, I almost died today.
No
and
shit.
They said, well, what happened? So he was working on whatever the fuck he was working on, but it had something to do with electricity. And one of the sparks landed on his shoulder. And what he said was, I am afraid that you won't find me a pleasant companion tonight. The fact is, I was almost killed today. The spark jumped 3 feet through the air and struck me here on the right shoulder. If my assistant had not turned off the current instantly, it might have been the end of me.
What?
So they asked him, okay, so what happened during his experience? He said what he saw while he got shocked was, I could see the past, present, and future at the exact same time.
That's some crazy
How
shit.
the man? Thing is, my brain can't accept that because I haven't seen the past, present, and future at the same time.
Well, maybe maybe he did die for a little bit, and his consciousness did jump to the fourth dimension.
Yeah, his consciousness.
Yeah, maybe his consciousness jumped to the fourth dimension because he is elevated.
Yeah.
And I believe that's what you got to do so you don't get reincarnated to come back and have to learn and learn again. I believe he was.
I see what you're saying.
On a certain level of consciousness.
I see exactly what you're saying. So
and I kind of think that's kind of where when people get shit happening like ghost or whatever the fuck, when shit moves or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
They say that could be a being from a fourth dimension messing with shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because if you draw on a piece of paper, you draw a box, right? Like a house. Then you draw a figure in there. This figure can't see who's drawing this house.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're getting into.
Or you could draw him a cup. A cup just pops up. But he can't see what's doing that shit. And it could be the same thing for the fourth dimension with us when people are talking about these ghost experiences and shit.
Yeah.
Shit flying. Shit like that. It's crazy ass stuff, man. But damn, he had an experience.
Yeah, so basically what you're saying is there's a difference between a dumbass and Tesla getting shocked.
Yeah.
Because Tesla, he's a fucking smart guy.
Yeah.
A dumbass is a fucking dumbass.
Right.
If Tesla gets shocked, he's probably gonna see some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But if a dumbass gets shocked, it's just like, oh shit, that shit hurt. Because his brain is at a different fucking level.
Yeah, that's what I believe happened right there.
But I have heard about what you're talking about man, and I have to find this image. But supposedly this is how ether works. Like what you're saying, like you're a 2D, but then something 3D is drawing, but you don't see the 3D spectrum drawing it. You just see
the line popping up. You just see the square.
Supposedly that's how ether works. That it's leaking from the fourth dimension to the third.
Yay. Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And that's like us 3D, drawing that box. That's it leaking from the third to the second, for the second dimension to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, what they theorize, what they think ether is, it's something on the fourth dimension that's, I guess you could say like stepping or it might be, I can't really get too in depth on what it is because I don't even really understand it to 100%. I just understand the concept of it. It's something on the fourth dimension is leaking to the third dimension, and that's how ether exists and is holding all this shit together.
But look, check this out. They they did some type of experiment. I gotta look more into it, but they got quartzite crystal or some shit like that, and they shined it with like some beam.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And they moved it in some type of angle, but the shadow that this crystal casted off was like a circle, almost like a circle world or some shit like that. Okay. But they're saying that could be our 3D world, and it's being reflected off of this fucking fourth dimension type of shit.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta get more into it, but
that shit is deep.
It's deep.
I'm glad I get the concept, but if I can sit there and explain the atoms and the mitochondria of it, I don't fucking know.
But basically, we might be the shadow of something else. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know exactly. We're talking about that on the last episode.
What's
that shit called? Hologram.
Oh shit!
Hologram.
Hey, I haven't even watched that one yet.
Damn, I need to upload that whole.
Hell yeah, you guys need to upload that shit. I forgot all about that one, but it's interesting.
I'm actually about to get into something that kind of fits into the last episode, but also fits into what we're talking about with all this vibration and shit. But there's a picture of a congresswoman that said what angels really are. they're multi-dimensional beings being lowered down from each dimension to create an image on the third plane where we're at.
Yeah.
So these beings are 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 dimensional beings.
Right.
But when they have to represent themselves to us, they have to take a piece of each dimension and form a single organism to satisfy the third dimension.
Yeah.
Because they're up in the 8th, 9th, or whatever dimension.
They don't even
but
got
for them to
physical
reduce
bodies.
themselves, you know what I'm saying? And it makes sense also about the ether. Something fourth dimensional is seeping into the third that is giving all this invisible energy, this
that we can't see.
That
you
we
know?
can't see.
Hey, that makes
exact
exact sense. Like we were talking about, the drawing and shit.
The Nazca
No, the drawing.
Oh, hey, that's crazy because I saw that, but on the same
So
shit.
this stuff is happening, but we can't see how it's happening. But just like that 2-dimensional figure, can't see me drawing him in a house, but he sees the house getting drawn around him.
His mind can't even accept that. You ain't never seen the guy, man. And I'll either way, I'm gonna talk about it in another episode, but I'll give a little context to it right now. So basically, this guy, he discovered how to see in the fourth dimension.
No shit.
He was able to see beings in the fourth dimension.
What?
Don't know exactly how the fuck he did it. And eventually I'm going to talk about that in the episode, but I'm going to kind of sum it up because it fits into what we're talking about. So he was able to somehow see into the fourth dimension and take pictures of what the beings over there look like. And they just look like fucking... our mind can't perceive it. You know what I'm saying? But in the center, you can clearly see a face. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what they also say, fam? Is our brain... picks up shit from other dimensions. It could pick up energies all the way to the 12th dimension or something like that. Well, you got to look into that. But our brain...
Absolutely. Tesla called this the infinite library of knowledge. So... Man, and that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole...
We just keep getting deeper and deeper, man.
And not only that, this is actually the original ChatGPT. Like the organic form of ChatGPT.
Good life, probably.
So basically, man, it's a whole topic, but I'll cover it a little bit. So basically, what was happening was... This would happen during REM sleep. I don't know if you've heard about REM sleep. It's like a certain stage of when you're like asleep and half awake.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can balance yourself in this state, you can access
some knowledge
from like from you said, from the consciousness, which what I feel like we're saying like up to the 12th dimension.
Well, man, you know what they say that consciousness ain't even in our brain.
No, it's not.
Our brain not. Just picks it up like
Absolutely.
a fucking antenna.
Absolutely.
And
but do you know what picks it up?
Was our brain, right?
The pineal gland.
The pineal gland.
The pineal gland. The pineal gland is a antenna. Believe it or not, it is.
Yeah, you're right.
Some people.
That's why they try to calcify it.
That's why they try to poison it with fluoride in the toothpaste. And also, some people's third eye is so strong that they can put a magnet right here because the third eye is magnetic.
What?
Yeah, like some people's third eye is so strong.
No shit.
That they grab a magnet and it'll stick right there.
I need to try that shit.
Not only
Let me
that,
test where my shit's at.
Not only that, man. The third eye is crazy, way because it.
Hey, nigga, that's a whole.
It is a whole nother episode, but I do want to just add because when you're asleep and dreaming, and you're under an MRI scan, your fucking third eye is lit up.
That's crazy.
Also, when you're on psychedelics,
that's fucking wild. And
not only that, when you're creative, way. And man,
no shit.
Yeah, Tesla talks about all that shit, man. And
he knows what's up, man. The 369 shit. Ugh.
All that shit. Man, but one thing I've always wanted to get into is entering REM sleep. I don't know if you've heard about it.
Nah, I haven't heard about that.
Man, bro, I can't remember who it was, but there was a guy who would sit on Oh shit. There was a guy who would sit on a fucking chair and he would have a metal ball in his hand, right? So like he'll sleep with the metal ball in his hand, and whenever it'll fall, it would wake him up. And he would keep doing this because that's the state you need to be in to access this infinite knowledge of, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what it's called. I have it in my phone somewhere. But supposedly that's a good way to access it is when you're falling asleep and you have a metal ball in your hand, when you're sleeping, it falls. And when you're in that little amount of sleep, you've entered REM state. And supposedly that you could access knowledge from whatever else.
Damn, that sounds.
But at the same time,
that sounds about right.
But at the same time, I don't think everybody has the capacity to do that. I feel like you gotta be at least on a certain level of consciousness or vibration to even be allowed to that. Like you said, not everybody can go into the Akashic records.
Yeah.
Or
the mystery schools.
Yeah, not everybody. You know, I feel like you gotta qualify.
Man, you know what? The mystery schools pop up everywhere. Man, I was just reading something, but it was talking about the mystery schools as well. Dode talks about them. Jesus talks about them. And just recently, man, I
found some more shit on it?
I found some more shit on it. And I was like, damn, that shit's popping up everywhere, man. And I actually don't think it was an individual, but I was learning something. It was some type of knowledge, and they were talking about that they learned this shit in that mystery school. I don't know.
What? Jesus went to the mystery school.
Yeah, he went to the mystery school.
During his 33 years, he was missing, and it has to be 33 way.
Yeah,
some numerology ass number.
Boy,
it is crazy, bro.
Man, the mystery schools. Yeah, and Thoth created them.
Really?
Yep.
He was a teacher,
he was a god of wisdom, or you know, he brought wisdom.
King Solomon. Supposedly, King Solomon was the wisest guy in the whole.
Nah, hell, nah. Come on, man. He probably learned from Thoth. If he probably ain't even make it to the. I don't know.
And expelled.
Not even go there, nigga.
Right, man. So we're talking about vibrations, third, quadruple dimensions. We're getting into some fucking crazy topics.
Yeah.
But I do want to kind of touch back on the simulation episode that we did.
All right.
Because I believe we're in a fucking simulation at this point. Like, it's clear that we do, right?
Yeah.
And I want to talk about something that matches what we're talking about today and the simulation that we talked on in the past. So remember when we were talking about quantum immortality? About how, my dad, he said,
Oh, yeah.
Did you see what recently just happened like 10 days ago? A man in China on an airplane started panicking and saying, I'm stuck in a time loop. This is my 6th time on this plane. This plane is going to crash. Get me out of here.
For real?
So, I swear. And there's a video on it.
What
Let me show you.
Yeah, show me that.
But it's in Chinese. But Grok.
He's tripping out.
See, look. What happened? Hold on, let me see. Look, this time it's the 6th loop, and at the end he hold on, let me just read you the translation. But basically this guy claims that he has been on this plane 6 times, and each time it fucking crashes.
What?
He's stuck in a time loop. So the reason I'm talking about this.
So what happened there at the end?
No, they ended up taking him off the plane, but that's probably what saved him and that got him out of that loop. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because now we're talking about dimensions, and they make a lot of movies on that shit. About people stuck in time loops.
They do, yeah.
And they had to get it from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a little theory, and let me know what you think about this. Because my dad, he told me this 20 years ago before TikTok And he's the only human that I've ever heard even tell me this. But he experienced a quantum immortality jump. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, he was driving down the road. He dropped something on the floor. On the passenger side. When he went to go grab it, he looked up. Right when he looked up, he saw a fucking 18-wheeler right in front of him. But everything turned black. But he was still thinking, like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Couple seconds or minutes later, everything materialized back to normal and he was back on the road.
Yeah, he jumped.
And he was like, whoa, I just saw fucking 18-wheeler honking at him. You know, he's going like 70. The 18-wheeler's going 70, and then he just fucking... Everything turned black at moment of impact.
Well, quantum says that your consciousness or whatever always ends up on the side where you live.
Okay, now let's get into this guy stuck in this time loop. What if when, like, you know, the plane crashed and his other 6 times, instead of it going to where he survived, it like kind of glitched and he went the other way where he's gonna die again, and he just stuck in this fucking time loop.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's some glitch. Yeah,
because I've even
glitch
seen
in the Matrix.
Because I've even seen as beautiful as perfect as this system is, I've even seen faults. You know, bugs, glitches.
Yeah.
The double slit experiment, the laser experiment. You know, list goes on.
Boy, that's some crazy shit, ain't it?
What?
It's kind of fucking spooky, nigga.
But in theory, it could happen. You know what I'm saying? The more
in theory,
it could happen, because as beautiful as this system is, this reality, there's fucking glitches, way.
Yeah.
Shit fucks up. You know, it's beautiful, but it's not perfect. And that might sound kind of contradicting, because it should be, but nah, there's glitches that, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like with this guy who's stuck in a time loop,
that's crazy. I didn't see this.
He's coming like.
He got caught in that glitch.
Yeah, he
but that got him out there.
That probably got him out. Him finally.
Yeah,
panicking.
because he changed a fucking course. When he did something different, kind of, you know.
Yeah, because they took him off the plane, and that shit ain't gonna fly.
What did I tell you last time too? How what you do in the future
affects your present.
Affects your past.
Yeah.
That didn't make no sense. But maybe in that
it
aspect, played right there.
Yeah.
Cause now he just jumped on that loop, right? So basically, he didn't die. He got sent back to the future, which was the past, but it already happened.
Past, present, and future.
It's fucking crazy, but what he did there affect the past. So he lived this time. Boy, it's fucking mind-boggling when you get so deep like that.
So let's get into.
That sounds crazy as hell.
Do you believe some people aren't conscious?
Hey, that's a tough one right there. I'll be looking for PC characters.
So basically, let's say, because eventually, I remember when I gained consciousness. You know what I'm saying? There was a point in my life where I was just on autopilot. I was basically a PC. I remember just like, oh shit. Like, damn, I'm a fucking human.
Yeah.
I'm capable of a lot of shit.
Hey, you might be right, man.
Before that, I was just on fucking autopilot.
That's because you're vibrating at that PC level.
But one thing I really started thinking is, like my pops that died in that 18-wheeler accident, what if his consciousness jumped into that new body, and now that body was conscious, and everything before that was just PC mode up until the player actually got in.
Hey, it could be, nigga.
There's a lot of crazy shit when you get into
crazy theories, huh? Like, nah, but it's real though.
It's
you
real.
Know,
hell yeah.
The quantum physics, man. I want to get a book about that too. You know,
man. I recommend it, but at the same time,
well, they got beginner. They got quantum physics for dummies. Hey, it's a start. You know, it's a start.
I never thought about that.
But
quantum physics for dummies.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that shit. I just made that up on the cool, but
Man,
they probably got it though.
I just remember reading the book of Ether. I was like, bro, this is not for me. Cause then starts talking about
how long ago was it? Were you conscious?
Man, I do want to say, but at the same time,
man, you know what?
I have to mention someone's name that I don't want to mention.
Man, I was just thinking to myself the other day, like, man, I'm fucking woke up from this fucking Matrix, nigga. I just don't see shit the same as other people, man, and I just be going along with people because
you're feeling you
can't talk to people, you can't tell people shit for what? They ain't gonna listen, nigga. Some people might, the ones that are woke are halfway there, but man, most people that I'm around on a day-to-day basis, they're not
on autopilot.
And boy, there's so much that I want to say throughout the day because I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. You know, what the fuck are we doing? Once you wake up, nigga,
it gets to a point where now you're just playing a script.
Yeah.
To satisfy.
It's crazy.
The rest of the fucking PCs or the other PCs. And it's hard to be yourself because if you are yourself, they turn into Matrix agents and say you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're.
Hey man.
They protect the man. It's like, bro, like break that shit.
Nigga, wake the fuck
shut the fuck up. Stay in the Matrix. Like why are you defending it?
It's crazy. There's something there, man. There's some type of fucking. But nah, fam, for real. And it just this week, like I was thinking to myself, like, fuck,
man. But you know what I also think, bro? Some people are better there.
Nah, oh hell yeah, for sure. You know,
for sure.
That's why I said, you know, I don't even be trying to talk to these people about shit like that because I just realized, you know, that
you need them.
Like, or you know what? That's you, man. You know,
but
it's crazy.
The reason I say that is because I've seen people go crazy investigating escaping the Matrix. Their mind is like
that jump right there. That when you do start waking up,
it can
that
be
shit right there
was to the brain.
It almost fucked me up,
bro. Man,
it almost fucked me up, nigga. I had to stop
getting so deep,
looking at a bunch of shit for a couple of days or for a while.
So one time I almost went fucking crazy over that shit because I was reading into, man, this happened like 10 or something years ago. This is a long time ago. But I remember I was reading into this shit that says, nothing is real. You know what I'm saying? And I took that literal. I was like, what the fuck? So this is just fake?
Yeah.
I quit my job that day.
No shit.
Yeah, like it got to my head.
What the fuck?
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be very careful with that shit.
Your brain can't take it sometimes.
Sometimes, but then,
it's that jump.
But look, then the bills started coming in. I was like, fuck, nah.
You gotta go with it.
You gotta play the fucking script. Go with it.
It's still there. You could wake up and see it's there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean by waking up.
Yeah.
Is you see it's happening.
So my mom, I don't know why, but she's randomly getting into conspiracy theories.
She's on that jump.
But look, it trips me out because she's watching this shit and she's seeing everything's a lie. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
And then she knows I've been doing this since I was a kid. Since I can remember, the first thing I would always look up is aliens. Mm-hmm. That's just something I've been looking at since I can remember.
Yeah, you were probably chosen already.
And probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But look, my mom asked me, what do you do now that you have this information? Now what? Okay. I know the answer because I didn't know how to answer this. I just be like, fuck, you got me there. Break the system by becoming fucking rich.
Yeah.
Where you don't have to depend on the system. You know what I'm saying? Set yourself up.
You can use it against itself.
Yeah, use it against yourself. Because my mom asked me, okay, now that I know this shit, now what? What do I do now that I know everything's fake? I say, okay, now you have to break out of the system.
Yeah.
Well, how do you do that? The only form I can think of without going crazy and like going into some woods and wearing tinfoil hats, make a shitload of money to where
Yeah.
you don't have to depend on the system.
Mm-hmm.
Put your shit in like you know what I'm saying? Like you're free. You can travel the world when you want.
Yeah.
You can, if you want to go to Egypt tomorrow, let's go.
Yeah.
That to me is breaking the system. Because I remember my mom asked me that, and I remember for so many years I didn't even have the answer.
Nah, that's a good answer right there.
But it's break the fucking system.
That's a
Break
good
it.
answer.
Break it with itself. You know, like, you know, because imagine if right now you can go to Miami just because you feel like it.
Right.
And then you talk to your neighbor who, you know, does that once every 5 years.
Nigga accepts
Who
that.
has freedom, you know?
Or just accepts that a worker is life. Some niggas accept it, nigga. I can't.
Okay. And I
They
remember
just accept the bare minimum of shit, and that's cool. That's okay.
Cool way.
I just can't.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I see. That's all right. That's cool for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. I ain't got nothing against that. But for me,
It's just not me. I'm not.
This ain't. I'm not built for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My mind, my consciousness just can't handle that. I'd go crazy and I'd go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And you think you'd go crazy if you trying to do what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
You see? So that just puts you on different levels. It's crazy as stuff, man.
It's crazy, man. But man, the more I dig into this shit, that version of you, where you're rich or you're whatever, exists somewhere in these dimensions, and you just have to slowly elevate yourself up to that, and then you know you match with that.
Yeah. There's always another version. It's called the.
Oh, you were talking about that last episode where there's a version of us that is podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, shit, that's this one.
Hey.
But it used to be, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, there's versions. There's different waves of potential.
Waves
My
of
nigga, think
potential.
about it. That's what that double slit was saying.
Oh man, I found some more shit out about
The
that.
waves, it was those are waves of potential until
decided by you,
until they were
So free will. Oh my gosh, man, we get into some crazy subjects. We have free will.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I could say was given by God, free will.
Yeah.
And the only thing that trips me out about that is you decide what the fuck you want.
You got to when you get up in the morning.
But who tells us that? Wait, like
you just wake the fuck up.
Free will trips me out because we can actually be whatever.
You can change your life real quick.
You just gotta figure it out.
Just like right now, I could fucking just change my mind. You know, it's not that simple, but that spark.
But look, if man, I tell people this all the time. If you have the power to change, if you have the power in your head to tell yourself, okay, I'm gonna think about red. Now I'm gonna think about yellow, and you can just change the colors in your head. Then you can change your mindset.
Oh, you know that's why Jesus said that you are gods. He said you're God. Man, people hate. People hate when I tell them that.
People start picking up pitchforks.
I tell people I'm
God.
Man, I tell people I'm God, nigga, and that's blasphemy.
No, it is, bro. They start picking up pitchforks.
But we are.
Torches.
We are God. But I'm not saying create no fucking planets and shit like that.
We're creators.
But you're a certain fractal of him, or not him, because it's not even him. You gotta get that.
Yeah.
You gotta get that out your heads and stop saying him. It.
Yeah.
You know, it's it. But we're a certain fractal of it. We're a certain fractal of God.
I believe that shit.
So, you know, and we're creating our own worlds here. You know what I'm saying? Create your own your day. And all it is right here. You got to bring that shit to life.
Free will, but no one teaches you that shit.
Nah.
Well, unless you grew up in a family that mastered that, I'm pretty sure they'll tell you. But if not, you got to figure that shit out on your own.
It's crazy, man. But you can't just fucking throw all this stuff on people. You gotta.
Yeah. Ooh, that's the worst thing, to be on a high vibration, blaming, throwing shit on. Accountability is what's gonna get you up there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, and sometimes it's hard. That was a jump. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
actually being like, damn, it's my fault. You know, if that car blew up next door, it's my fault. I should have moved the fucking bug that caused.
Hey man, I tell myself shit like that. Oh, that's fuck, nigga. And sometimes I catch myself getting mad, but it's me, nigga. But I should have did this. I should have did that, man.
And that's good, bro. That's good. That's good. I know too many people. Oh, it's not my fault.
God damn.
No, nah. But hey, vibrations, bro. Shit can go wrong.
But
and
that's a mind choice. That's the free will of how you think.
Free will fucks with me.
Are you gonna choose to get fucking mad and blame somebody else? Or are you gonna take responsibility and change something?
Yeah.
That way it don't happen again, or it won't happen.
Yeah.
And that's the free will that you got. It's all a mental conscious thing, nigga. You gotta upgrade, or you just gonna be reincarnated.
Yeah, come right back.
Life cycle.
But yeah, well, damn, bro. Hey, that was a good episode, bro.
Real good episode.
The more I get into vibrations, the more I trip out. Way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shit, I guess we'll cut it right there.
Good. Nah, that was a good episode.
That was a good episode.
Yes, sir. And
what you got?
The new logo.
Oh yeah. Hey, the last episode I did, the logo's all over that episode.
Oh, really?
So on this one forward, it'll be that logo.
It's gonna be the new logo.
Yeah, it's gonna be the new one. But
Hidden in Plain Sight podcast, conspiracy podcast.
Hidden in Plain Sight conspiracy podcast. Yeah, I need to change all that shit. But yeah, we do got a new name, huh?
Hey, nah, that's gonna be.
I fuck with it.
Nah, it speaks more about us.
Imagine that whole being right here.
Yeah, nah, that's gonna be lit.
I'm waiting for
but it speaks more about it. I feel like that's us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just speaks for us. And I think that's what we needed to help elevate. I think we needed to change that vibration in our logo. Mm-hmm. And that's what's going to help level us up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, they'll see the logo.
For sure.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and cut the episode.